Mandatory yearly bonuses and more wage increases for about 3,000 lift and escalator maintenance workers in Singapore starting from 2023. It is the latest update to the progressive wage model for the sector. Now, the tripartite group behind it says it's also to get more to join the trade and keep the nearly 80,000 lifts and escalators running safely. Chua Tian Tian with more.
33-year-old Abdul Razak has been keeping lifts in shape for almost 10 years. He's risen through the ranks, getting more skills to do his job better along the way.
Every year we have to go through refresher course, upskill ourselves to be more technically inclined. Every 3 months we will have a structured training for us. Like for example, during servicing or during your diagnostic checks.
Lift workers get a clear career path with training and wage benchmarks under the PWM. It now includes those maintaining escalators as well. At each level, it gives a baseline of how much a worker should be getting. From 2023 to 2028, wages should grow between 4 and around 9% compounded annually. On top of this, mandatory annual bonuses will be included. The tripartite group says all that is to attract more to the trade and get them to stay.
We are very concerned of attrition, where after completing the course, instead of staying in the industry, they join another industry. As all of us know, that the choices for some of these ITE and poly graduates out there is quite wide. We are also competing with the gig economy, but what we want to offer is job security, where there is a career progression for them if they choose to remain in the industry.
Industry players say higher wages could mean around 10% more manpower costs. But what's really at stake is the reliability of tens of thousands of lifts and escalators in the long term.
At this moment, about 40% of our Singapore core workers are above 50 years old. So we need to start from now to attract youngsters to join us and then provide the necessary training so that in the time to come, they are ready to perform the task from a lift specialist to at least become a master specialist by then.
We are more concerned about how the industry is able to attract talents to replace the aging workforce. These concerns will ultimately affect the reliability of the lift and the escalators, as well as the safety of the users.
The government says the year-by-year benchmarks will give firms, including SMEs, enough time to adjust their contracts. In the meantime, it'll see what it can do to tide them over.
We understand that the market is a bit soft and the economy is a bit impacted. So especially when you expand to more PWM sectors, we have to review how we can help employers absorb and adopt PWM, holistically in the short term as well.
The PWM for the lift and escalator sector will be mandatory from next year. Other job sectors next in line for the PWM include waste management, retail and F&B.